So we rewatched the footage for the first one, and the gunshots were way too loud.
This game has really weird audio to where like you can't. You go to audio and you see this like you can't even like put them on the line.
I think it's supposed to be in between them, but it's also like not evenly in between them.
Every time
like,
you get closer or further away, so there's no option.
So we thought we'd just turn it off so you can hear us, because that's definitely, you know, guys, no one cares, but it's a bad game. If it was a better game, maybe.
You guys definitely want to watch
but,
us.
So imagine your own gunshot noises, or listen to Logan's ones.
I don't know. Ah! Blow it up. Murder them with fire.
I don't want to keep ragging on this game, even though I think that's why we're playing. What the fuck?
Spirit vision.
Allow you to see the aura of.
It is time to try the gift my brother gave us.
No way. Is it what I think it is?
My brother gave us.
Oh god damn it! I'd say it's the Last of Us thing, but this became before that. So this is the Assassin's Creed thing. Have you played 2?
I've played all of them. I like Black Flag.
I've heard good things about Black Flag.
It was actually fun. The
What's your least favorite? What's your least favorite?
The one on the PSP, because it is terrible.
Okay, not counting that one.
Didn't play
What's
it,
your
though,
least favorite?
But I know it is terrible.
What's your least favorite that you've played? And I'm talking about like main series, console series. Because I'm about to go on a rant here.
I don't really remember any of them. I only beat.
Was there like a Spirit Vision like that in the second one?
I don't remember a Spirit Vision at all.
In the first one, you could like press a button and you'd sit down and like enemies would be in red, allies would be in blue. What was it? Scholars would be in yellow. I don't remember what it was exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but it might. I really don't remember the first one at all.
Okay, Assassin's Creed 1, to reference last time, is the kind of video game you finish because you feel some obligation to. I hate that game.
I didn't finish it.
Assassin's Creed 1 is one of my least favorite games of all time. I think it's people who like it are insane. It's monotonous. Even what like they repeat is just boring.
Yeah, the first one is really like the worlds are really repeaty.
I think it's nice to have those kind of open worlds and to go across the buildings, and even like when you first get to Damascus and you like look over and it's like holy shit, and even that first town's well designed. But in terms of the
towns
core,
are really well designed.
Yeah, I like the towns.
The worlds are really cool.
In terms of the core gameplay, it feels like a beta. Feels like, well, okay,
it was glitchy as hell.
It feels like okay, we're gonna need to add some more like substantial gameplay here, but we'll just kind of substitute in what would be the story missions for like, you need to trail this man and get his information. You need to collect 40 flags before I can give you the information I have. I like the idea of it, but it's so shitty. Yeah. Saving the citizens, which is like 12 per district, or maybe like 8 per district, but the combat isn't even that like rewarding or well designed. I fucking hate that game.
The combat was really good.
In 1?
Maybe not in 1. I don't
maybe in 2.
They made them a lot better over the years with everything. I think the freaking Indian one was their worst.
3?
Yeah.
That's what... I don't know, I've heard both people say that and people say 3 is great. I do want to finish 1 so I can move on to 2 so I can maybe redeem the series. Or I guess I want to finish 1 so I can justify hating it.
I don't really feel the, like...
God, I hate Assassin's Creed 1.
I can't get to the
I hope we can make it.
I don't see, like, the timeline to the games, really.
I mean, they're like a pseudo-story approach. Was Half-Life the first game to do, like, cutscenes that weren't, like, actual cutscenes? Like, cutscenes you were, like, a part of?
I don't
At least one of the first, like, innovators of it?
Yeah, they used it a lot. They used multiple load scenes to make the game.
You can play, or you can walk around the room in a cutscene.
Yeah. They might have been, but I'm not 100% certain about that.
I watched Couchamar's Let's Play of Gothic. And I started as Let's Play Gothic 2, and then it got overwhelming because of how much
Our path leads to the top of the
Gothic
mines. Hurry.
was this... It seems like, in a way, almost like the exact RPG. It's like so...
Careful, I'll be there in a moment.
Most games will let you climb the...
He had green eyes. He blew me apart with a shotgun.
I mean,
too.
there was so much wrong with the fact that he was also just sitting there and he looked like
Bob's like,
he kind of looked like the regenerators from Resident Evil 4 almost, like the way his body was shaped.
I also didn't play that game.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Clearly, you've played a lot more video games than I have.
I like to consider myself a connoisseur. It's not my primary field of interest, but it's one of them.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time on Fallout. That's all I did really.
Resident Evil 4 is not overrated. It is perfectly rated as one of the best games of all time. I've heard 5. Everyone hated it, and I mean I can understand why. I've only seen playthroughs of it, but I really liked the demo. I had a lot of fun with that, even the demo alone. But
I'll cover you.
There's something just so perfectly executed about 4.
This guy again.
Yeah, I know.
Get away from me.
I mean, okay, he's not so much a regenerator seeing him the second time through. But everything in Resident Evil 4 felt like it fit.
Yeah.
I don't think it would a game I'd ever want to like play through in one sitting, but it was just all the combat, like it kept changing its formula.
Mm-hmm.
It kept improving and altering, and it's so hard to pick like a favorite part of that game because not only, I don't know, it might be my favorite. No, my favorite combat system in any video game is probably the Kingdom Hearts 2 one. Fuck, that was
This
good.
guy's gonna fuck me up.
But Resident Evil 4
He's
was
gonna
the
come in.
best. Where's Rourke and Winslow and
They're sliding down the slide.
Yokikin? Am I wrong to think that the top left thing in the corner even resembles the Uncharted gun thing?
It in a way does, I think.
I played 1 and 2, and I didn't like 1 that much, and I liked 2 a good deal.
They would be a lot better games, I think, if they didn't have the weird like alien crap it has in it.
Oh, you mean strange,
Like strange, weird,
strange,
bullshit.
unrealistic, like things that don't belong in the world. Yeah,
It's just like so random.
No, that's
It's like,
a good point.
They're like finding artifacts and
Yeah.
like, real life things. And he's like, holy shit, a fucking blue alien.
I think Uncharted 1's is more jarring.
What's Uncharted 1?
Okay, Uncharted 1's is you go
The
like,
Nazi like weird things.
yeah, I think it's inside, and you've been outside the whole time, and you finally get to like the main base, and you go underground, and all of a sudden there are these like fucking
Oh,
creatures.
yeah, that come out like the side of the like you're in the cave.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a little cave system,
Yeah,
and it was so like it was all.
they're just dead.
I don't think I
Nazis.
could take them seriously, but they were also kind of scary. I don't know, so I guess I could take them seriously. But like, it was such a it was such a curveball, and unlike LA Noir's curveball, which I really enjoyed.
I've made it so.
I won't spoil it.
Okay.
It was very 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 just like unwelcome, and they repeated it in 2, and
It's
it
in
wasn't
all of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen 3. They repeated it in 2, and it wasn't as jarring as I thought the one in 1 was. But 2's was at the end. 2's was the finale of the game. Where'd you go to? What was the city? El Dorado? No, it wasn't El Dorado. Or maybe it was El Dorado. Yeah, okay, I think it was El Dorado.
I think it might have been, yeah. I have the baddest memory of like video games. and
I
stuff.
do think the prime sequence of that game is the village. Village to ruin to that fortress. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's the Uncharted 2, I think it's okay, there's the big infamous train thing. Where
Yeah,
you're running on the train and then it crashes and then you wake up where you started the game at. And you fight through some people and you get to this village. And you just get to like hang out there. It's really calm, it's really nice. It's like the things you see in The Last of Us where it's like downtime. And then you explore some cave with like your like newly found Eskimo friend or something, and it's not Eskimo, it's like a snowy, it's like a Tibetan. It's Tibetan, I think. It's a Tibetan village.
Oh yeah, that one has. Oh yeah, okay, I remember. What
It's
they
pretty
have.
good.
Yeah.
And then you go to this like you fight. I think there's some weird vehicle part in there where you're like a convoy.
Punchy.
What are you punching?
Punchy.
And then I think you have there's some you People were saying the ragdoll effect is on the way. Oh, People were saying the ragdoll effect is on the way down, and that they really wanted to curb it for Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
Because Dark Souls 1 had the ragdoll effect. You can just use all things that attached to Sam. But there's something so pleasing, like I guess in a humorous sense, about the ragdoll effect. It just makes something so fun. GTA 5 had that thing where you could jump and then face plant at any given time. And I imagine the design team was some guy was like, I really I think it's a good idea that we should, because you never do that any other time. But the guy's like, I think we should just have an ability to kind of plummet into wherever you want to.
It's supposed to be like a dive, like a roll.
It's not a dive. It's not
it
a
really
roll.
not? Oh,
no.
I thought it was used as a dive roll.
In no way is it a roll. You just face plant.
That's awesome.
And it's like they put it in there.
That's all you do in that game.
Yeah, GTA 5, I do respect it. I know a lot of people, or at least some people I've been talking to have been saying,
Be thankful I have not
it's
aimed
got
them
some
at
flaws.
you.
And I mean, it does
yet.
have some flaws, but game doesn't, but
You are a hard
so
woman.
Dark Souls.
Pain and death are hard.
Well, it's got tons of flaws.
It's got
Are you kidding me?
flaws, yeah.
But they really designed that game without any other objective than let's make the player character have as much fun in every kind of venue as possible.
I mean, it's the only way they're gonna sell that game. If there wasn't the killing and anything, it would be a boring game.
No, I mean that's not what I'm talking about, because
Many more
you'd seen that in
await us
GTA
in
4,
these tunnels.
but they made everything as
now so
accessible
here.
and fun as possible.
Yeah.
What
The
else
weapon
lies
wheel is
before
nice.
us?
The
I see
missions
your
are so much
funeral
better
will be
designed,
soon,
and
poorly
but somehow
attended.
feeling or saying that they
Another
took a
friend to
fun
die.
approach to it is
But
different
I will
than
have a hero's end.
the whoa, what's this?
Collectibles.
Than the standard let's just make the best, let's improve on everything. Because I guess that's best symbolized by that inclusion of the faceplant option. They just wanted every single element of the game to be as interesting. Or not interesting. Definitely not. It's totally kind of the opposite of what I'm saying about entertaining, I guess, as possible. I can't refrain. They have me addicted to pressing that button that only detracts from my health. In a role-playing standpoint, in any kind of I want to beat the game as as a I guess professional as possible standpoint, I know I shouldn't press that button.
But
I'll-
it's fun.
I'll do it off of buildings, I'll do it in the pools, I'll do it in the oncoming traffic, I'll do it in the middle of missions. They've got me addicted to this clearly silly idea. And not that Rockstar's never been about making super serious games.
They really want you to use this feature.
Was Red Dead Redemption serious? I never played it.
Yes, it was
Was it?
great. We should play it.
I would love to.
It's a great
I would
game.
really like to.
brought
I
it.
played. Okay, I actually did play Undead Nightmare, the zombie one.
The Nightmare was not serious. But
Yeah,
it was a
weird.
very serious game.
And
It was hard, I thought.
I bought Undead Nightmare for $15 or $20 when Red Dead Redemption was 30 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
And my justification was I want to play something that gives me the world, gives me the feel, gives me everything I want, without having to invest in such a big project. Because Undead Nightmare was only 10 to 15 hours, which is a lot. Hell, that's longer than a lot of games these days. But
Yeah.
it was short, and it was the length of a.
That was awesome. I'm glad that happened. This one.
It was the length of a GTA 4.
Maybe I'm the
Sub-game.
crazy one, but this whole
Ballad
place is
of
an
Tony
asylum.
Olsen Damned.
We will
Yeah,
get the
I've only played
professor
5.
and be out of here.
Really?
We had better find
I
him soon.
wasn't allowed to buy them.
More of the bloodthirsty
Oh, really?
miners.
Yeah,
ahead.
Really?
You're gonna
See, I share that with you.
think that you're gonna murder people and
Did,
have sex with strippers.
did they allow you to buy M games?
Yeah,
Really?
to a certain point.
I think I couldn't buy any M games. I couldn't even rent them. I played at people's houses, but
The
my,
only
my own
reason-
to 15, and then I got a PS3, and it came with Metal Gear Solid 4, and it was oh, this is M. I think I'm in the clear now. You're gonna die.
Yep.
I can
I
tell
thought
right
I was
now.
gonna make it.
No, you're drop.
Jump!
Drop.
I can't!
Drop. You can't drop.
Oh, I can do
Oh,
this,
that's
though.
good. Make yourself more vulnerable. I don't see a
I
problem
can
with
do
that.
that. They're gonna shoot me in the butt.
That's a funny place.
the only reason I was allowed to buy in games was because I was at my cousin's house. And he's a really big video game guy. He basically got me into video games, I think.
I don't know who got me into video games. I kind of just did. I mean, it was popular.
Yeah, we both got Nintendo 64 at the same time.
Yeah.
He was a year. Get out of here! Get die! No.
Well, okay. What were your 64 games? I start with the PlayStation, and it's probably the reason it's my favorite system of all time.
Oh, it's my favorite system of all time
Maybe
too.
I'm
What?
the crazy one, but this whole
One?
place is an asylum.
No.
No, I'm specifically talking about the PlayStation 1.
But I did play a lot of PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1 was
Soon.
the well, and N64 I guess was the
More of
golden
the
age of the
bloodthirsty
platformers.
miners ahead.
PS1. Ugh, man, I can. These days, I find myself being more like I have all these new games and I want to play them, and not even ones I like. I'm not talking about ones I haven't bought. I'm talking about ones I have bought.
Yeah.
Like I've got Tomb Raider to finish, Mass Effect 3 to finish, about the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus collection. But I guess that goes to my next point, where I'm more interested in PS2 and PS1 games because I feel like they could die out faster.
They were a lot better.
And also, I don't know, I long for the, I don't want to say simpler times, but when video games weren't such a,
About money. Well, they were, but they didn't seem like they were back then.
I don't know, it just feels like an integrity loss these days. Like, I mean, the Call of Duty, and even like what this is trying to capitalize on.
Yeah. I don't know. My Nintendo 64 games, my all-time favorite game was Army Hero Sarge's, like,
Oh, yeah, what's it called?
the plastic army men guys.
Yeah, was it
that
2?
game.
Sarge's
Yeah.
Heroes or something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There was a bunch
I never
of them.
played it, but my friend had it, and I played it at his house.
I have it.
So, okay, I guess I did play it, but or maybe I just watched it. I don't remember.
It is just one of those games. It's probably my first shooter, too.
The N64 games I love. Obviously, Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie.
See, I never had those.
Really? Those are probably the best ones the system has to
He's
offer.
got shotgun. He's got shotgun. Don't stop punching!
I actually think Super Mario 64
That was a good game.
is overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not.
And I would consider
Very
myself,
much.
at least in some regard, a Mario fan. But even like, okay, when they remade the DS version, like, pretty much an hour into playing that version, even though it was radically different, I had, like, decided this was so much better. And it wasn't, like, even the new features. It wasn't all, like, the stylus or, like, the things you could do with the DS, the map on the bottom, which I don't think anyone really utilized in any game I've played on the DS, besides Phantom Hourglass. Holy shit, that game... Legend of Zelda? Phantom Hourglass? That game totally took advantage with it. At least the original DS had to offer. Like, damn. But Super Mario 64 DS was just struck me immediately as the definitive version of Super Mario 64. But I almost feel like it's a sin to say that because it's not a remake. It's a rehaul. It's a
Yeah.
total, like, you start off as Yoshi. There's 4 different characters. They changed a bunch of the levels. They added 30 more stars.
Really?
Yeah, it has 150 instead of 120. And
See, I like when they do that. Like, they know that there's a giant fan base that loves this game, and they just.
I don't.
guess I don't.
I think. Okay, well, I'm trying to think of other games that have done this like thing where it was a pseudo remake, but it was really a total change. And the one that comes to mind is another Nintendo title, Link Between Worlds, because it was Link to the Past. I think they started remaking it, and then they're like, "All right, let's change it totally." But then by changing it totally, like the change they did for Super Mario 64 DS was nothing compared to the change they did for Link to Between Worlds.
Really?
Like it really, yeah. Link Between Worlds isn't a Link to the Past HD. It's not a Link to the Past anything. Not that Super Mario 64 DS was really anything like that for Super Mario 64, but at least a lot more of the original content was kept for DS, but still enough to be fresh and exciting. But Link Between Worlds is a total overhaul. I still haven't played it though. I just seen footage and know about it and know what's not there. Because I played Link to the Past. And it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like Link to the Past. Have you played any Zelda?
No, I played
Really?
Prescott has
the
a
one
new
that's
weapon.
on the fucking
weapon.
Ocarina of Time.
But they are civilians.
No, Majora's Mask.
Really?
Is that the
If
one?
Majora's
Yeah,
Mask is the
rumors
first and
and
only
no.
Zelda game you've played, you're gonna have
Towns
a bad
visited
time.
I
by
don't know.
PSI killed
It's the one with
themselves
the golden
soon
case.
after. Neighbor
has
against
the,
neighbor.
like,
Father against
the
In
case.
son.
64?
Yeah.
Some say
know
Prescott
what it's
I
called.
think
could
that's
lead
either
man's
Ocarina
mind
of Time or Majora's
and
Mask.
return the
Would have to
dead
be for the
to life.
N64, but I understand about with the moving.
Yeah. Well, Ben took all my stuff, so
Ben?
yeah. He
When?
took it to some frat house. I don't know.
He moved your stuff to a frat house?
Yeah.
The N64 games?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, he asked for controllers, and I said, sure.
Because I want to play Majora's Mask.
I said, sure, you can take controllers, and I go up there, and the next day, and it's all gone.
I had this weird, like, anti-Zelda rebellion when I was in, like, senior year of high school. And, like, I don't know what it was. It's like, I don't really like that kind of style of gaming.
Serum.
I can't even remember. I think I've neglected, or what's it called?
Doses, serum enhances a soldier's strength.
What's like intentionally
speed,
forgotten
and
for the sake of
aggression.
psychological well-being?
But in higher doses, it causes a killing rage. PSI uses these
Fuck.
higher
Okay,
doses
whatever.
as
For
the
an
weapon.
example of that?
Can they
No,
be
just like the
cured?
word
No.
where you like
After a point, the damage is
repressed.
irreversible.
I've repressed why I disliked
Bastard.
Zelda at that time. But I played, like, over a summer, I think I played through maybe every 3D Zelda, and I'm just like, I was taken aback by every single one being incredible. Although, Twilight Princess is the worst.
I wouldn't know. I think that I didn't play them because I thought it was too hard
They
for a
must
little
be
kid.
holding Winslow on the other side.
I think that's honestly
I can
what
see the
I did, but-
stockade.
I tend to go with the Matthew
We will need to cross
Matosis,
somehow.
you know, for the
We will use the chaos flower.
it's for the overlap in amount of viewers and amount of
ground
people
to
that
cover.
So
know
get
who
moving,
Matthew
Zagato.
Matosis is, which is probably like a solid 100%, because the one viewer I know we have has Matthew.
I don't know who that is.
Nick.
Yeah, I know who the
Oh
viewers are. I
yeah.
know who Matthew
Oh,
Matosis
Matthew
is.
Matosis is the guy who does like the 4.5 hour Zelda analysis. Total, which he had of all the videos, and he does like 40-minute. He did a 2-hour and 40-minute commentary on Demon Souls, and he's this really great game analyst. And I mean, he's probably my favorite YouTuber actually, but
Yeah.
yeah, I recommend you check him out. But I think I kind of rate them similarly to how he does. I think he rated them, and this is kind of based off speculation, but I think it's pretty clear. I'd be surprised if he didn't agree with me that this was the way he thought, because I mean, it's kind of clear in his 4.5 hours of footage that he goes Majora's Mask being the best, then Wind Waker, then Ocarina, then Twilight, then Skyward Sword. I go Wind Waker, then Majora, then Ocarina, then Skyward Sword, then Twilight Princess. So I mean, it's not super similar. It's swap the first two and swap the last two. But
You know,
I think Majora's Mask is so well designed. But it's also the most frustrating game of all time. Fuck that game.
I think that's probably why I didn't ever try and beat it.
That's what I said. Yeah, Majora's Mask should not be anyone's first Zelda game. It would totally deter you from the entire series.
I think the fact that it was on the N64 probably added to the frustration because
Why?
I hated the N64 controller.
Really?
Legitimately hated
The
it.
worst controller I think I've ever seen for a console was the Xbox, the original Xbox controller.
That is very true too.
Fuck that controller.
It's
Nintendo 64, if you realized how to hold it, which a lot of people I don't think did.
well, it depended on the game.
No,
yeah.
I've never played another
How did you
N64
hold
game.
it? Just with the analog?
Okay, there were three
Not with the middle one?
holders, right?
Yeah.
You'd hold the middle one with your left hand and hold the right one with your right hand. So your middle thumb could touch the analog stick, and your right thumb could touch the the A, B, and then C sticks.
See, that depends on the game.
I've never played another game that did that. But
Well-
keep in mind, I kind of all play platformers. Are we still in Boomtown?
Yeah, actually.
Have we referenced the game at all in the last 10 minutes?
Oh!
Oh shit!
I guess that
That's-
really never needed to happen. Why would I ever get off
Okay.
this ladder to go down there?
Yeah, see, that works in a game with like...
To get the collectibles?
No, it works in a game with like shortcuts.
Yeah.
Which is, again, I can't get over it. Why
We-
Dark Souls succeeds so well.
We defeated all the enemies. There's no need. Pow, 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 pow! Blow that up, because I wanted to, because I can. Let's go see what's inside this building. Collectibles. Oh, wait, you can't get inside of it.
I think there are only 20 collectibles in the entire game.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Why would they even put collectibles?
I don't know.
This must be really
Did Last of Us have collectibles? They had notes.
I think those were collectibles.
Yeah. Story-driven thing.
Another thing that oh,
Boss fight?
Is out.
we get
We need to
fucking
find
dirt
some way
bikes
across.
that can climb
Oh.
walls.
Allow me.
Another thing that I really like about the PS4.
Do you want to end the video here?
No.
Okay, so we'll keep going, I guess. I don't know. It's not like I thought it might be a good stopping point. Oh my god! Wow. Okay, this is pretty ridiculous, but
anyway.
also in some way I kind of want to play. Look at this.
Another thing I really like about the
Kicking.
PS4 is that it has a little speaker on it, and at least for Killzone, you pick up a note, and it plays through the speaker on the controller. And it's a really good speaker too, and it's really
the Wii had the little speaker on the Wii remote,
and it was crap.
Yeah, I can't think of like any time it was ever. I think maybe in WarioWare Smooth Moves, which I will still defend to be one of the best games on the Wii. There was this it was like die. You would get called in the game, and it would ring, but not on your speaker, only on the Wii remote, and you'd have to pick it up like a phone. And I don't know, something about that was like really cool to me. But otherwise, it's just obnoxious. Can't tell you how many times I've been like, yeah, I should turn down the settings on the Wii menu. I don't want to fucking hear this. Like, in Mario Galaxy, it was particularly annoying.
Oh, space is the boost. I've been pushing shift. I thought shift was boost. Oops.
Shift? I can't see what that says.
It says space. That's why I thought it was shift.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I actually would not be surprised at all if by the time we're done with this we have a sequence like this. But you know what sequence needs to die? Needs to unequivocally die.
What is that?
The mech suit sequence. In any kind of any game that would be relevant. I mean, platforming games like Jak 2 had one.
What do you mean by mech suit? Like,
you get in a mech suit,
you know,
and then like you're in it for like, and it's like, oh, it's cool. We like robots. It's a great way to spice up the gameplay. Fuck the mech suits.
So you don't like Titanfall?
Okay, it's funny, yeah, that you mentioned that because I've been thinking about
loading screen. What?
Wow, this is strange. It's been interesting how like
Ragdoll.
You parachute.
Didn't work. What am I doing on the ground?
Titanfall is like a mech suit game.
Yeah.
But good, Yo Keegan.
Yeah. It's like a little dog trying to get to its like resting spot. It goes around in circles.
I just don't understand. Like, I played. I was playing Sly 4 earlier today,
and it got the little loading.
And you're gonna die. Wow, that was a double losey.
You played Sly.
What?
You were playing.
Oh, you want me? Is that what
Before I interrupted you?
No, I was playing Sly 4 today. She does it every time. And Sly 4 had a mech suit sequence.
What?
It's like this is 2013. Sly 1 through 3 never had a mech suit sequence. This isn't cool. It's not like popular. It's not something we want. Gamers over years have complained about the mech suit sequence. Fuck the mech suit sequence.
I didn't.
Are you taking in the sights?
Tell me a game where it's been used well in. Because I don't think I can think of any. Now, okay, I'm not counting games that are done well and are like totally mech suits. I mean, really, I can't think of any example of that besides maybe like Metroid Prime. It's like, oh, it's a suit. She's really a woman inside the suit. It's like, no, yeah. I know it's a suit.
If it's through the entire game, I think it's okay.
If it's through the entire game and it's done well, but every mech suit sequence in a game that isn't predominantly mech suit suffers from the same flaws. And any game that has a mech suit in it that isn't, or that is predominantly a mech suit game, doesn't. So it's like they have this like it moves really annoyingly. It has clunky combat controls. Like, I don't know. I played through Jak 2 probably about a year ago, maybe, and I never beaten it before. Jak and Daxter 2. I mean, it was Jak 2 because they just like dropped Daxter because it was cool to be the gruff hero instead of the little tiny Otzel is what Daxter is, and It had a mech suit sequence. It had like 4 or 5 mech suit sequences that builded on each other. And none of them were that good.
Yeah.
It's just obnoxious.
I think it's more of like, holy shit, now I can kick ass.
Yeah, and I hate
enemies.
that. I hate
It's
that
like,
philosophy.
maybe it just needed to give that edge to the game.
But that's what they all think. And so they all suffer from no edge from the same... Like, you know what's missing from our game? A mech suit sequence. It's like, that's not good. We want innovations on the gameplay we have. Not on, like, new elements of gameplay. We want to see new environments, maybe new, like, platforming things, say if it's in, like, Jack or something. Or even new combat things. We don't want an entire new thing of gameplay to adjust to, especially like more than halfway through the game.
I got a grenade launcher, dude. Mech suit.
Yeah, I'm.
What if a mech suit appeared? Like,
I'm
right
not
now?
gonna lie. That's what I was saying earlier. In a game that's like predominantly robot themed,
I guess yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a mech suit. So this is the This whole thing has been the pre-rant for the inevitable episode in which there's a mech suit. And I fucking say nothing else but how much I hate existence.
Where's this guy at? Where's he at? He shot me. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Boom! Blew him into pieces. With my grenade launcher I just got.
Just see, I know, in a good way, actually. I'm gonna say something nice about this game. I like this environment.
It is a good environment, but the mechanics are weird. Like, if you...
Well, I mean, yeah. No,
To climb this ladder...
I'm not, you know...
As I'm on it, I have to press space to get on it again.
What game had really shitty ladder controls? Was it Half-Life 2? Yeah. I don't like Half-Life 2's ladder controls.
It did. You have to look
Yeah,
up.
you have to look in the right way.
You have to look up as you're going at it.
But to say good things about this environment, I kind of like it when games give you almost like a ruined suburb or something. Like, you know, this is where people lived, especially in games of like War or Outbreak or some kind
Now
of like...
they're all dead.
And it's like you get to explore people's houses, but I don't know. In Last of Us, you got to like look around and like take things and like see the notes they left behind. And something about that felt dissatisfying. And then just experiencing just like...
Maybe I'm not supposed to go down there. And I just teleported back here.
Oh my god. No, you can go down there. Look. You can go down there.
That killed me.
Okay, well, granted, we couldn't survive that fall. Well, okay, we might be able to survive it, but it would be fucking awful.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No, great.
That's...
Do you want to cut it here?
Should we? Okay.
We should probably start timing these. I
Yeah.
want to end around half an hour. All right.